Hello and welcome back to 3860 East Main Street here in Danville, our future church home here at Faith Baptist Church. I'm so excited to give you an update tour today. It's been a while and I apologize for that. So Pastor Wall wasn't able to be here today, so I'm going to go ahead and give you an update and show you the many things that have changed around here over the last month or two since you last saw an update, and give you an idea of some things that are coming up here in the very near future as well. I'm going to go ahead and step inside. It's a beautiful day on the construction site, but it's a little bit chilly. So I'm going to step inside where it's just a hair warmer, and I'll give you a little bit of an update. All right, so I'm standing in Pastor Monty's office now for this update. Sorry, Preach, I didn't ask for your permission. But anyway, this is as good a place as any to go ahead and give you an update on the many things that have been happening out here on the church site. I hope you enjoy that little montage at the beginning, flying the drone over the property. And I even tried to fly it inside a little bit, but that was a little sketchy. But you can see from that drone footage that so much has changed. We have a building. The last time we were out here, we had some of the steel standing. I think they had started the sanctuary. We had a little bit of the concrete. But as you can see around me, we have walls, we have plumbing, we have concrete, we have some of the electrical, we have many things out here. So let me go ahead and give you a rundown on the things that have been accomplished. So as you might remember, this building is being built in, we'll call it zones. Each trade will come in and do their part and then move on to another section of the building, and another trade will come in after them and do their part. So here in the administration wing, of course, you've seen before that all of the under slab plumbing and electrical was roughed in, the slab was poured, and now we have almost all of the framing done over here. We also have some of the overhead in-ceiling HVAC stuff installed, and they have even begun installing some of the water lines over here as well. So the administration wing is by far the portion of the building that is the farthest along. Now, moving out of the administration wing over into the lobby, we're beginning to have rooms framed out there. They framed as much of the front of the building as they could, and then now they've begun working on the west side of the lobby, framing out the utility room and bathroom and the media production room over there, and they'll continue moving their way east through the lobby from there. Now, one of the things that everyone's been so excited to see outside of the lobby, of course, is the sanctuary, and the sanctuary space is pretty well boxed in. We've got all of the steel stood there in the sanctuary. They finished pouring the slab just earlier this week, actually, and it looks beautiful. Now remember, the sanctuary has a sloped, we'll say theater style seating where the floor is sloped just a little bit so everybody has a great view. Then of course the roof is on, and the back wall is on, and here very shortly they're going to begin putting the side walls on the sanctuary as well. Moving east from the lobby and the sanctuary, we have the education wing. Now this right now is one of the sites of the most work being done because they are prepping that space for concrete slab to be poured. That means that we have all of the under slab electrical and plumbing already roughed in, and it's already passed inspection. We're great to go there. And the concrete company has been out here installing forms, putting down the gravel layer, the plastic sheeting, the wire mesh, and getting all of that ready because on Monday next week they plan to pour that slab. And this is an exciting milestone because next week when the education wing slab is poured, the entire slab for the whole building will have been poured at that point. That's exciting for a lot of reasons because not only is it a milestone, but that means we can start building up on that. We can put our walls up, we can start putting in our electrical and our plumbing and all of that, so we can really start making progress on that space as well. I've actually moved out of Preacher's office now and I'm standing in my own future office, which is very exciting. But as we look toward the future, the flat roof for most of the building is almost completely done. There's just a small section left, a flat roof to finish up, and then all of that will be completely done. Then the only roof that remains after that is on a few of the exposed sections in the front where there'll be a nice pretty bronze roof put on since that'll be more visible. That'll look really good. But almost all of the flat main roof of the building is completely done. All right, I've moved down into the sanctuary space, and actually I'm toward the back where it'll be behind the wall of the front of the sanctuary, back where the baptistry and all that area is. Let me go ahead and give you a quick look at the sanctuary from here. All right, well, as you can see, we've got all of the concrete poured, like I mentioned before. Looking toward the back, there will be a balcony installed here soon. The steel for the balcony will be delivered right around the beginning of December, so we're looking forward to that, and that will finish the interior steel once that's installed. But over here where I'm standing, this is kind of the backstage area, if you will. The platform will be right here in this area. That's electrical there, and those white pipes there are the drains for the baptistry. And back here over in that corner is where the choir will meet. I'm very excited about that. And then over here where I'm standing, this is bathroom and changing room area, as well as a place to do some laundry and some utility space. So looking up this way, there'll be audio video rooms right there at the back. And then on both sides of the sanctuary, you'll be able to exit out into the lobby from there. Have great entrance and exits here in the lobby. And as you can see, the space is laid out so there won't be a bad seat in the house. Everyone will have a great view in our new sanctuary. All right, as we get ready to wrap up this video, I wanted to draw your attention to something that's kind of hard to miss, and that is all the steel. There is so much steel in this building, and every last piece of that was brought in on a tractor trailer truck, many truckloads of steel. Pastor Wall and I were discussing that a couple of weeks ago, and we thought it would be kind of fun to have a little competition with all of you guys. So here's the competition. How many pounds of steel do you think are in this entire building project? So if you think you have a guess of how much steel is in this building, here's what I need you to do. Go ahead and send an email to secretary@fbcavon.com and put in there your name and some way to contact you and how much you think the steel for this entire project weighed. Sorry, Danielle, if you're going to get a bunch of emails, but the person who gets the closest to the actual weight of steel, you can give it to me in pounds or in tons. And for the person who gets the closest to the actual weight of all the steel in this project, we have a fantastic prize for you. We're going to go ahead and run this competition all the way through the end of the year. So you have till December 31st, 2019 to send that guess to Danielle, secretary@fbcavon.com. Don't tell us in passing, don't write us a note, make sure you send that email so we can collate all that and figure out exactly who was the closest. All right, before we close, one last thing I want to tell you guys about that I think you're really going to be excited about. We've made arrangements with our contractors that on Sunday, December 15th, after the morning service, we're going to come out here as a church. Anyone who's interested in joining us can come out here to the church construction site, and you can have an opportunity for a tour here on the construction site. By then, all the concrete will be poured, many of the walls will be up, and here's what we're thinking. We want to be able to bring you over here and not only show it to you and let you catch the excitement of what God is doing here, but more than just getting excited about it, we want to bathe this project in prayer. Preachers said it many times, we're not building a monument or a museum. We're building a tool for the service of God. So we want to come out here and walk into the different areas, the administration wing, the sanctuary, the education space, and the fellowship space. And we want to give an opportunity to pray over each space. Pray for the staff. Pray for the ministry that will take place. Pray for the gospel that will be given to lost souls. Pray that God would bless this construction project for the furtherance of His kingdom. We're so excited to share it with you, not only through these videos, but in person. So mark it on your calendar, December 15th, after the morning service, we'll come out here to the construction site. We'll have made it safe, and we'll give you a tour, and we'll pray over what God is doing here. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this update tour. Be excited about the things that are coming. Be praying about the things that are coming, and be faithful in your giving. May God bless the efforts being made on this project.